3 timeouts, needing a field goal. The kicker, Derek Dimke, has a career long of 52, a long of 49 this year. He's not missed a field goal attempt this season. He's made 10 straight. So keep that in mind when the Illini have the football. Trying to drive into field goal range, essentially to the 30, is where Illinois needs to be to try and get a game-tying field goal. Pollard near the goal line for Illinois. Pollard will be wrapped up at the 17. Joe Paterno says it's not about me, it's about the kids. But a minute 1 left, away from Joe Paterno getting 4:09 to move past Eddie Robinson, Division I win leaders. For the young man who grew up in Flatbush, Brooklyn, with families named Vittori, Lombardi, Izzo, and you can add Paterno to that legendary list of names.
You know exactly what you're going to see from Penn State. Zone coverage, keep everything in front of them.
Shieldhouse's pass is knocked away by Gerald Hodges. Nate Stillpar there as well. 58 seconds to go. Second down.
The counsel is exactly the same in Illinois. You've got to find a way to get a completion here early. Get outside of your own end zone. Do what Penn State did. Get that little chunk play early in this drive and really instill some confidence back into your offensive group.
Nathan Shieldhouse, the sophomore quarterback for Illinois. Scrambling. Shieldhouse will tuck it, gets to the 24. This is 3rd down coming up. Stupar makes the stop. Illinois will use a timeout. 2 remaining. We look at the Tostitos BCS standings. You see the only team to beat Penn State this year, Alabama, in that number 2 spot, getting set for the big showdown next week between LSU and Alabama. Here in Happy Valley, Penn State's only touchdown comes with just over a minute to go. Illinois trying to get a game-time field goal, moving the chains with under 50 seconds remaining. That's A.J. Jenkins to the Illinois 29.
And every second here, pressures get up to the line of scrimmage. You don't have time to signal and waste a lot of time.
40 seconds. Shieldhouse releases. It is caught at the 45. Davis makes the grab. 34 seconds, moving the chains. Derek Dimke, the kicker, career long is 52. Meaning Illinois needs to get to about the 35 at the edge of his range.
It's a completed catch. The play is under further review.
With 34 seconds, another break.
Give some credit there to Shieldhouse. He doesn't panic. He's got Hodges, the best rushing linebacker for Penn State, coming off the edge. He buys enough time. And this tight end get underneath that reception point. Davis, a true freshman, left Shieldhouse here. No panic, no panic. Stay alive. Not the prettiest throw, but gives his tight end a chance to come back. By those 2 views, I think the freshman gets his hands underneath and secures the reception.
While the replay official Jim Kennerly takes a look at this play again, Lisa Salters asked Joe Paterno the question yesterday. All right, 62 years at Penn State, did you ever consider leaving? He said 1963.
After further review, the ruling on the field stands. Completed catch. First down.
1963, when Al Davis took over as head coach of the Raiders. Wanted to hire Joe Paterno as offensive coordinator. That's the closest that he ever came to leaving State College. And now here Penn State trying to close out win number 409 for Joe Paterno during his 46 years as head coach of Penn State. 34 seconds left. Illinois football from the 41, 2 timeouts. Shieldhouse throwing incomplete. 26 seconds left. That's Derek Dimke, the senior, who's made his last 10 kicks, including a 49-yarder this year. Career long is 52. Had a game-winning chip shot field goal against Western Michigan.
Well, let's also remember it was a bumbled snap. It's the difference in this game being 10-7, 10-10. Illinois fumbled the snap on the previous field goal in the first half.
Shieldhouse firing downfield complete to Jenkins, right on the edge of Derek Dimke's field goal range. From this spot, it would be a 51-yard field goal attempt. His career long is 52. Timeout, Illinois. 1 timeout remaining with 19 seconds to go for the Illini.
It was McGloin on the other side getting into a little rhythm, and Shieldhouse using his athleticism to buy time, and his veteran Jenkins that you worked so hard this summer to get on the same page. Jenkins trying to get out of bounds, but I love a veteran receiver coming back to help out your quarterback.
Brock, you mentioned it. The difference in this game is this botched hold by Tim Russell at the end of the first half. What would have been an easy field goal for Illinois ends up with Russell throwing an interception just off of that botched hold. That's an easy field goal for Derek Dimke. That would make this a 10-10 game. Now Dimke's trying to get another chance. right on cue, you saw the holder Russell drying off his hands.
And then insult to injury, unfortunately, 35 in the screen. Prosh, the fullback, actually got called for an illegal motion on what was a touchdown in the first half before that botched field goal attempt.
So 1st and 10 on the edge of Derek Dimke, the kicker's field goal range. Illinois has a couple of fourth-quarter wins this year, including over Arizona State. Ford gets it on 1st down, middle of the field, positive gain, and he is still going. Ford's still on his feet. Ford's going to be marked down right around the 1st down marker. This might move the chains again. 5 seconds.
That's their 3rd and final charge.
Meaning the field goal unit is going to come out here for a game-time field goal. Ball spotted at the 25. A 42-yard kick to tie it. A 42-yard field goal attempt coming for Derek Dimke. He has made 10 straight kicks going back to last year's bowl game in Houston against Baylor. Career long 52, season long 49. 5 seconds. No one has a timeout left. Illinois will try and tie it and send it to overtime. Penn State hoping to close it out to go to 5-0 in the Big Ten and give Joe Paterno win number 409, making him the winningest coach in the history of Division I football.
And for a game that lacked much sizzle for 58 minutes, but a few fireworks here in the end.
In the stands, the faithful flock, not for a better view, but to make a difference, to perhaps distract a kicker who had been perfect previously. Because of Penn State, everyone is a part of it.
42-yard attempt for overtime, center of the field. Quick snap, put down, kick by Dimke's on his way, the kick by Dimke is, it's the upright no-go, and Penn State wins the game! Unbelievable finish at Beaver Stadium! They'll never forget Joe Paterno's 409, will they?
She's real fine, my 409. She's real fine, my 409, my 409. Well, nothing can catch her, nothing can touch my 409, 409, 409, 409, 409.
upright. The final score, Penn State 10, Illinois 7.
Joe Pa has seen 409 in many different ways. That one's going to be memorable. Ugly for 58 and beautiful for the final 2 minutes. Perfect snap. Pretty good hold. May need to move those laces just a touch. But get much closer than that.
409 by an inch.
Welcome Nebraska for their final game at home in Happy Valley this season.
An 80-yard touchdown drive by the Penn State offense. Unlikely. Derek Dimke, who had made his last 10 kicks, perfect on the year. Missing from 42, unlikely. But it's win 409 for Joe Paterno at Penn State. It's 10-7 Penn State over Illinois. And the Nittany Lions are 5-0 atop the Big Ten Leaders Division.
Carter, I thought it was one of your best questions of the year yesterday when you asked Galen Hall and Jay Paterno, if this game comes down to the final few minutes and you need a drive, who's your quarterback? And all this two-quarterback system, and one guy starts one week and the other the next week, and they split reps, and it's a feel thing. Who's your quarterback? And frankly, they didn't know yesterday. They didn't know. Well, I think they know now who their quarterback is, and it's their redshirt junior on a day that was ugly of 5 completions, about as terrible a game film as you're going to see for 58 minutes for an offense. It couldn't execute really in any phase in the passing game. He and that group put it all together on that final drive. And oh, by the way, let's just pull our best player off the bench, who's got a broken bone in his foot that hasn't played in 3 weeks, and we'll add that to the storybook win for Joe Paterno.
Derek Boyd back onto the field for Penn State, only in an emergency, Lisa Salter said. The Nittany Lions had an emergency. Moy onto the field. McGloin rallies him. And Joe Paterno has win number 409 as head coach at Penn State, moving past Eddie Robinson for the most in the history of Division I college football. This was the 42-yard field goal that would have tied the game, sending us to overtime.
From a kicker, and the only kicker in all of college football this season who had been yet to miss either a PAT or a field goal, 7 in a row, 10 in a row over the last 2 years, off the upright. That foot looks pretty good for Mr. Moy.
Joe Paterno told his team after the win versus Iowa, remember what this feels like. Remember what this locker room feels like. Remember what it took to get here. It's a 10-7 win for Penn State, win 409 for Joe Paterno. Brock Heward, Lisa Salters, and our entire hard-working crew from Happy Valley, I'm Carter Blackburn. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. Tune into ESPN News for College Football Live. More coverage. Joe Paterno.